Hello and welcome to episode 10 of Artisan. I'm here with Azusa. Hi, say hi.
No.
But yeah, she's just here momentarily because I'm about to cut soon, and that cut's going to be a very long cut. We're going to do farms. I'm going to automate the food production, except we're going to be using Steve's Factory Manager. Anybody who knows what Steve's Factory Manager knows that it's a very long process of programming if you want to automate anything worth a while with it. So we'll be crafting up all these components off camera and building the setup off camera when it's done, doing the programming off camera, and when I come back I'll explain everything, which that's much more pleasurable to watch. Um, I thought about going in depth about the programming process and doing it on camera and then putting that in a separate video, but really, stop putting your foot in the camera. Jeez. But really, but really, that'd be lame. So we're just gonna do it all off camera and explain it later, and I'll see you in a little bit. For me, it's probably gonna be like 4 or 5 hours. And we're back. It's been a while, approximately 1 day. Yep, and a little bit longer. So, in that 1 day, I've managed to create infinite food for us. It's got one or two little quirks, but that's about it. Oh, let me block this back up with some limestone. But for the most part, we have an infinite source of hot dogs. Yes, hot dogs. So I use the factory manager. I'm not going to go too in depth about the programming and stuff, but basically, there's a lot of quirks because we're using AgriCraft, and because of that, I can't actually detect to see if there's a plant here. Like I can detect to see if there's crops, but if you, as you can tell, let me get an empty crop real fast if I have any sticks. Oh my goodness, dogs. We got 3 sticks here. Let me get an empty crop. I've put them all inside the buffer chest because having more items inside the chest keeps another quirk from happening. Oh, here we go. We got a crop. So, if we come over here, we can see that a planted crop 4096 is exactly the same as a unplanted crop 4096. The only difference is NBT data, and if we wanted to... Alright, I'll be right back. Okay, as I was saying, empty crop is the same exact as a filled crop, so they don't exactly work too well inside the code. I know you can tell it to ignore or look at NBT data, but I don't know the exact data of this, so basically I have to tell it to... And another quirk was that... oh geez, nope. Need to fix that real fast. Another quirk was that I'm using the block gates to plant the actual crops, but if there's, for some reason, it's supposed to simulate a right click, but it does not, however. So if there's a crop here and I tell it to plant the seed next, it just throws it on the ground. So I had to use the autonomous activators, which do use a tiny amount of power, very tiny. And what I've done is I just put a survivalist generator here with like a stack of coal in, and every 10 seconds these things will right click, and all will be well in the world. But there is one small problem. The small problem is that there's a small chance that the autonomous activators will try to right click when there is not a crop there, and then it'll just plant on the ground and it won't grow, and it'll just ruin everything. So that's a problem we have to keep out for. And, oh, the biggest problem is that if it does plant a seed there without a crop, it'll just throw all the other crops down and break the whole thing. I've spent hours trying to fix it. I stayed up till 2 a.m. the other night doing this entire thing. We'll see if we can make it happen. The error I'm talking about. So, see, like that. It happens a lot more often with the watering can. Oh, come on. Give me the crops. And then we have to fix the whole thing. By breaking and planting real fast. Then it'll plant. And I know it seems like it should be solved by a simple conditional, which it should be. Like, I could tell it not to right-click if it does not detect... Like, if it detects crops, right-click. And if it does not, don't right-click. But for some reason that doesn't work. It just right-clicks infinitely then. Because it's always detecting crops. You know what I mean? And I don't want it to right-click infinitely, because what happens is that, as you know, you can just right-click one of these to get the stuff off of it. So if it's right-clicking infinitely, what happens is that it ends up just throwing the junk on the ground instead of harvesting it the way it's supposed to. So it cannot right-click indefinitely. It just can't. And plus that makes it so that whenever it does harvest, right-clicks on the ground. Anyway, that's what we did. So on to the next thing. We have another mod installed. I installed Galacticraft, which is something I wanted to install for a while, but it was not on the Curse client. This is an experimental version. I've done some testing. Sorry, I got something stuck on my finger. I've done some testing, and it is safe. Like, it's not crashing. It doesn't break anything, it seems, but I haven't actually tried to go into space yet. Actually, you know what? I did in a test world. But yeah, here's the flag I created. Ooh, so fancy. My artistic skills are not the best. That's why my logo is a pixelated aurum pixelated aurum symbol. But yeah, we got a planet with an eye made of ice or whatever. OkamiCorp! Our corporation will make it to the moon and beyond. Even though, you know, for now we are just kind of nubs in a basement. But that being said, what are we going to do this episode? I just activated the portal because it's evil. We got hot dogs, so we shouldn't have to worry about food anymore. I mean, we're going to keep the rest of the food, I guess, for fun. And eventually, I may actually use, I don't know, a better food system. I believe honestly, if Agrograph continues to break other things, like the Ender IO harvesters and stuff, I'll just remove it, because I don't think it will, though. Like, I think if we get an MFR harvester and put it here, it will just right-click, which is very nice, because that means we don't have to use a planter. But yeah, we got this stuff. And honestly, it probably would have been much easier just to use an MF or a harvester to do the harvesting and then use the Feces Factory Manager to craft. I can let you take a look at the code so you can understand how complicated it is. So this is just the farming. I had a different set of codes for the refilling, and a different set of code yet again for the crafting, which is the simplest one. It's all just straight linear. Bam. But yeah, I can't wait till we actually get into open computers and start getting to do real coding, because you can do more fun things with that. I gotta decide what we're gonna do this episode, so I'll be right back. So, I'm thinking we should get into some MineChem. MineChem is a really, really neat mod that allows you to manipulate elements and chemicals to make different elements and chemicals. It's really simple. So we just need a bunch of pistons for now. So let's just grab like the stack, because we'll need 2 stacks of this. And a bunch of wood. Do we have a bunch of wood? I may have used it all to make crops. I did have kind of a minor bug at some point that consumed a bunch of crops. That wasn't very fun. We may have to head upstairs and grab some. Darn it, that's frustrating. Alright, fine. Let's go get some crops. Not crops. Wood! We're going to get wood. A zombie busted down my door, by the way, and I had to put it on backwards so they won't be attracted to it anymore. I think there's some jungle spiders on my roof. Hey, I hit him. I hit him a lot. I'll patch that hole up later. Ah, stupid spike lag. I'll figure it out later. I really wish people wouldn't stand next to my window and yell. Alright, let's go ahead and get some jungle wood. With this jungle wood, we can make ourselves more pistons. 1 tree should be plenty. This isn't jungle wood, this is mahogany. My bad. The elusive mahogany. Alright, 21 should be enough. I'm sure there's some laying on the ground over there, but eh. Alright, it's piston time. Oh, darn it, we need more iron than this, don't we? I should have plenty. But, you know, just the fact that I had to go grab it. We'll need about 2 blocks. And, oh, we don't need that yet. So let's just shift click it in. Pistons. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. Why am I counting them? Needed more of this. We only need 16 pistons. There we go. 14, 15, 16. Put it all away. And make ourselves an atomic core. 2 of them. Atomic manipulator, my bad. Get the iron. We'll need a diamond, which I believe we have some laying around. Yep. What else did we need for this? And just some redstone. So this should be plenty. We get ourselves a chemical decomposer. It's okay, dog. Stop it. And we got a chemical synthesizer. Now, we're going to need a large chest to keep all this junk in. So for now, let's grab that energy conduit that I threw away and head over here. Oh, I don't think I mentioned, but the, oh yeah, I did. They use a small amount of power. Yeah. Yep. I need more hot dogs. Gib. Let's go hook up the chemical decomposer into chemical synthesizer. Should be as easy as that. And there they are. They're charging up. Now let's get a chest, because I got some plans for this chemical synthesizer. No. An iron chest probably isn't going to be large enough, but I'm doing it anyway. Do I have enough gold to make a gold chest? Yeah, you know what? We'll just stick with iron, and if we run out of room, big deal. We'll just make another chest. And we'll place it right there. So, the chemical decompositioner breaks things down into the elements that they're made out of. It has a chance to, of course. It's not guaranteed. So we can see we can put a spider eye in there and it broke it down. So we put some redstone in here and we got copper and iron oxide. And we could break down the iron oxide into iron and oxygen if we wanted to. But to make redstone with the chemical composer, we use iron, copper oxide. So that it only has a chance to work. So we could arrange it. We arranged it in the way it says, which I believe was like this: iron oxide and copper. Iron oxide, copper. It says redstone. And if we put both of them in there, we can then take it out. We get our redstone back. But now you can see the applications, because let's take a look at cobalt. So, for those of you who don't know, cobalt itself is a base element. It cannot be synthesized aside from maybe like atomic things, fusion and fission and things, and transferring of electrons. I hit U, not R. However, with the chemical synthesizer, 16 cobalt vials would equal 1 cobalt ingot. But other materials may contain cobalt. So if we look at ways to craft cobalt vials, we can look at all the materials that cobalt is a part of. We can get it from tool forges, but I'm pretty sure it has to be crafted with cobalt. So since we use cobalt blocks, for example, to make the tool forge, it would, yeah. We can use cobalt blocks. That's not very useful. Manulin, it's kind of counterproductive. Zinc green. So I'll get into what zinc green is soon. Zinc green. There it is again. And then finally we just got the chemical buckets of raw cobalt. So zinc green is actually just green dye. It comes from cactus green. So 1 zinc green has a probability to give out 1 cobalt. So that means technically 16 to 20 green dyes could equal 1 cobalt ingot, which is extremely useful because I only have a little bit of cobalt, and the plan is to remake my hammer. So, in order to have a little bit of fun and not have to go back into the nether because it's a death zone, we're gonna just go collect cactus, smelt it up, and we're gonna make cobalt from cactus. It's gonna be great. There's a zombie right here. We do have a desert nearby. I turned down my resistance because I was underground and I was having some framing issues still. So let's turn it back up to like 8, which is normal. We're gonna head into the desert and get ourselves some cactus. Alright, after we take care of this skeleton. Alright, cactus. We'll get about, I don't know, 32. Alright, so I got a little carried away. Stack in 61. I planted some back so that we have a little farm going. Maybe eventually we can just create like a cobalt farm. That'd be amazing. We'll have to find out what to do with the extra ingredients though. It's never a good idea to just waste the ingredients. At the same time, it's hard to hold on to them. And a cool idea would be to create a sub-network for AE filled with chemicals. That could be interesting. Have a deep storage unit for each type so you don't ever run out of space. But for now though, we need to smelt these up. At least I think so. Alright, check out this. I found out something kind of interesting while I was waiting for my other stuff to smelt. Skystone can produce any of the base elements at random. So I'm thinking we'll throw it in there, a whole stack, because I got like 3 stacks. And we only need a little bit for AE anyway. Let's just throw in a whole bunch and see what happens. Oh my. I can't tell if it's lagging or if it's just running out of power. Oh gosh, we're just running through the power. That's pretty sweet. So Skystone can be used for practically everything if we have enough of it. It's produced silicon, helium. Actually, no, it hasn't produced everything. It hasn't produced any hydrogen, oxygen, or nitrogen. It looks like it's produced helium and such though. What I was looking for is this argon, because argon can be used to create ardite. So look, we just got a single ingot of ardite from a whole stack of skystone. So we got like a whole bunch of other cool stuff in here though. And what do we got? We got radon. Oh, this is radioactive. It's gonna decay soon. What can we use it for? Cover. We can use it for nothing directly. It might be used in some chemical reaction. Can I drink it? You know, it's probably not a good idea to just drink some of these chemicals because I do know for a fact that some of them just kill you. Lead. How much lead do I need? I'm guessing 16, right? Oh, wow. Oh. Fission wall. Leaded chest. Let's make a leaded chest. So that way we can keep our radon safe. That's pretty interesting. Come here. I wonder if this can be used in place of a lead ingot. Let's check that real fast. This radon has like an hour left. No, it definitely can't be used in place of a lead ingot, which makes sense. But we can make a leaded chest. Leaded chest time. Getting radioactive up in here. I believe this can only hold like one thing. It might be able to hold a several. It might, but I'm pretty sure it's just one. So we got our radioactive proof chest that keep the half-life of our radioactive materials down. If I put it in here, it should stop counting down, right? 7677676. So it might be stopped. It might just be super slow. Do we have anything else that's radioactive in here that we want to keep safe? Polytool information. We should make a polytool eventually. Titanium. I wonder what we can do with titanium. I'm just so interested in this. Titanium is one of my favorite elements. We can create titanium dioxide. Or titanium ingots from Galacticraft. Okay. I'm not really sure what you need titanium for from Galacticraft. I'll be quite honest. We just use it to create the compressed titanium, which I'm not sure is actually used for anything in itself. Anyway, titanium armor. That seems pretty great. Titanium tools, not terribly interested. Walkways. Ooh. It's actually some interesting things. Heavy rocket fence. Walkways. It's kind of expensive just to make a walkway. Used for running wire underneath a fully walkable surface. Or we could use covers. Short range telepad. That's pretty cool. Energy beam receiver. Connected to energy machine input and output to transfer energy using beams. That sounds really legit. I want to transfer energy using beams. What's this? Titanium helmet, titanium boots. Why are these at the end? Alright, whatever. So we got titanium. That's cool, I guess. Pretty neat. Xenon. What can we use this for? Nothing directly, or literally any at all, it seems. Can I drink it? No. I'm gonna keep it anyway. You never know. Aluminum. I'm sure this has many uses. Yeah, I would probably need 16 to create an ingot. Oh, what's this? We can just create stone. That seems pretty interesting. Alright, I don't really have any use for this. Let me just go ahead and dump all this in there for now. Let's see. Magnesium. Krypton does extra damage to heavily armored players. Iron. Neon. I want to see what you can do with neon real fast. Can we make like glowstone out of it? That makes sense. No, we can't do anything with neon. That's sad. Anything at all. Neon-filled floor. I forgot, we can actually just right-click on the ground and create pools of chemicals if we really wanted to. Got a pool of magnesium now. Yeah. Maybe we can bathe in some radon. I want to bathe in some radon. Now I need to find a bucket to bucket that up. Alright, our other stuff should be done by now. Or maybe we can just... Oh, that works. Let's go get our cactus green and see if this shenanigan plan of creating cobalt from cactus actually works. This should just give us zinc green. Alright. So I threw, what, 61 in here. Let's see how much we get out of it. If it's 1 for 1. So, I know it only has a percentage chance. No, this one's 100% it seems. That's a 100% chance. Let's see what its 100% chance, what its chance to give us cobalt is. I'm hitting you. Alright, there we go. And it seems to have a 100% chance to give us cobalt, so... Oh my goodness. We need more power. So let's just connect to the other side, and that'll increase the amount of output it can have. Hurry up. There we go. We got like 64 from that. That's odd. Oh, this one's the 61. My bad. Unpowered. So yeah, this does draw a crap ton of power. It seems. It's staying charged. It's just that it can't put out enough. We should probably upgrade our energy cells and conduits soon. Let's try it out. No, now we put this back. And let's see if we get 61 cobalt from this. We should get a crap ton of oxygen, which I believe we can use for other things. Definitely. We can use it to create sugar canes, or grass, or hypophosphate. Sure. Arrows. That makes sense. Sure. Let's see what this hypophosphate is. I don't know why, but there's plenty of chemicals, but this one caught my eye. Can be used to create aluminum hydrophosphate. Can be used to make, oh, flux ducts, flux pearls, charged Certus crystals. Lots of cool applications. So yeah, it did give us 61 cobalt. Sweet. That's actually kind of amazing. So if we just get this cobalt and place it here. No, not 64. 16. 16. No, not 17. No. I really don't know what was up with that. I hit the same button each time. Left click. We can cobalt the cactus to cobalt. It works. That's amazing. We can now just turn cactus into cobalt with a bunch of byproducts. I mean, granted, it wasn't cheap. It cost a lot of power. And we only got... let's see. How much are we going to get from this? Wow, we get like a lot. We got 7 cobalt out of that. Dang. That's enough to make our hammer. Without having to go back to the nether. Sweet. Because in here we already have 4 pieces. I'm using cobalt for the hammer because it's got a plenty high enough mining level. And its mining speed is 14, which is fantastic. That's awesome. So, cactus to cobalt. Cactus to cobalt, everybody. That's epic. I'm very ecstatic about that. So if you ever want some cobalt, just get some cactus. If you ever want any... How else can we get radon? Let's check that out. I don't believe there's too many other ways we can get ardite. Because ardite's just made from straight radon, as we saw. R, not U. Alright, how can we get you argon? I don't know why I was saying radon before. We need to get the decomposer. Yeah. The ore, the sky stone, or the sky stone, or tool forge is made from argon. So yeah, there's no way to get argon other than the sky stone, which is interesting. Can we make better arrows from manulin? Or is steel still better? Or steel equivalent still? So we're gonna make a new hammer that's easier to repair, because the Quicksilver one's neat and all. Actually, let's see what the mining speed of Quicksilver is. I forgot what it was. What's your mining speed? 14, like cobalt, so this is still just as good. Except we have more readily available amounts of cobalt, considering we can create it from nothing now. Now, what do we want to make the large plates out of? Damascus steel? The large plates affect mining speed, but I don't think they really affect durability. Maybe? We can make them look cool. Do we have much orichalcum left? You know what? Let's use Veroxis. Why not? I don't think it'll lower the mining speed. It's nice and green, and it'll poison things when we hit it. Alright? It's got a low durability and mining speed, but I don't know if it'll actually negatively affect it. Let's do it. This should be enough for 2 plates. Tool rod, though. Tool rod, though. What about this cobalt? What's your tool rod's multiplier? I'm just going to craft this. Alright, we settled on a manual and tough rod. Let's make our hammer now. It should have pretty great stats and look pretty cool. So, cobalt hammer with the Veroxis large plates, Veroxius, has a mining speed of 3.73. Is that good or bad? I can't figure out if these large plates affect it. Alright, I'll be right back. Screw it all, Medicium. Medicium has a super low durability, but it does have a super high mining speed. The highest I can get. So, cobalt 14, Medicium 14. Is that exactly the same? Oh, whatever. It looks neat. It should have lots of durability, and it should be able to mine quite a lot. So that mines pretty fast. I didn't break the block all the way because I don't want to. Let's compare it to our old hammer, which is 5.64. So it does mine a bit faster than the old one, but it has slightly less durability. So, yay. Did we even make an improvement? Is this even... Oh, we did add redstone to the old hammer too, so that's a thing. Alright, I do like this hammer better. We didn't name it. I guess we don't have to. Whatever. For the rest of this episode, I think I'm just going to stress out and get convogulated by what we're going to do with this stupid, hideous base. Veroxis. Does this make good armor? I don't know. Let's test the armor real fast. I'm more just exploring new ground at this point, and I hope it's not boring to watch. Does this make a good chest plate? Armor bar goes up or down. It stays exactly the same. It's a weird glitch. You have 352 durability. You have 368. Technically an upgrade, I suppose. And the most basic level. Might as well go all the way. Let's go with the helmet, not the leggings. Oop. Alright. Neat, I guess. I'm green. I look like I belong in the jungle. Alright, so I actually think we're going to end it for this episode. I know I usually do specials every 10 episodes, but I think about changing it to every 20 for this series. Pathfinder was a bit different because it was kind of easy to do something special, just like a build video. Because as annoying as it was in some ways it was easier to do things, and that was building weird structures. So we're going to plan stuff out. I'm actually going to plan between episodes now instead of just derping around. And then next episode we're going to do some fun stuff. That's why I'm ending this episode early, because we've spent so much time doing random knick-knacky stuff that I don't have time to actually get started on a real project. So in episode 11, we'll be started on some really good stuff. Promise. First off, we'll probably be finding a new base location, because as neat as this is, we now have enough resources to find a cool place. Like, I thought, like, oh, let's just build an underground base here, but now I'm just like, I'm not about that life. Or maybe I am. Oh, jeez, it broke. Good thing I checked. But, yeah. You know what? I kind of don't want to find a new base just because this food situation. Oh, God. Alright, we'll renovate. I'll find a way to renovate. Because I'm notorious for just like, the base, it's all ugly and stuff. Let's just move and start over. I'm actually going to make it right. We're going to make this place great. It's going to be great. And I'm going to find something to do about it. And I don't think I'm gonna put too much effort into it. Like, I'm not gonna make it like over the top, but I'm gonna make it not a hole in the ground with dirt in the ceiling and limestone in the ground. But anyway, I'll see you next time. Thanks for watching. Like, comment, subscribe, and I hope you come back.